How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is episode 5 of a Let's Play series for Farm Simulator 22 on the mod map, The Valley of the Old Farm. And where we last left off, we got sheep. We have gotten our first set of animals in our last episode there. We also finished off our 2 soybean fields here, just actually across the way from the sheep, and at the pig farm. And we got them up and running for the most part. I actually learned something today. But you can see we actually started making some progress here. Unfortunately, I had a system issue where a lot of my previous recording was just deleted, just got corrupted. I don't know what happened. It just really kind of stunk, to be honest with you. I'm kind of disappointed in that, but we're gonna make the best of this. So the reason I said that I learned something is because here at the soybeans on the main farm as well as the pig farm, I used the K-brand subsoiler. And when I used that, I presumed that it would work the same way as a plow. At least as far as my understanding is, the subsoilers were pretty much the same thing as a plow, that functionally. In real life, they have some differences, but for the purposes of the game here, I just presumed they were functionally the same. I learned that's not the case. Actually, I had weeds starting to grow, which I was not expecting. Typically, when I use a plow, normally I use the 6MT, the Lizard 6MT and 9MT. I never get weeds on the first season of growth. So when I got weeds this time around, I was really shocked. So what I ended up doing was, in the recording that failed, I went and bought my very first weeder. We've got a weeder now. It's just the little weeder here. I'll go ahead and go show you. It is just across the way of the farm. Right over here. It's just a little, I think it's the Pneumatostar is what it's called. Nope, the Enbach Aerostar. That's it. And ended up going through the fields over at the pig farm and here on the main farm, and just getting them all up and running, getting them back up to snuff. But then I moved on to wondering whether or not it was a good idea for me to put in some grass fields. So I decided to plow out this whole area here. Again, also lost in that footage I previously recorded that got corrupted. And you can see I plowed out the sheep barn, or sheep pasture I should say. Let's open this gate. Nope, open the gate. There we go. This area back here, you can see, this I'm going to turn into an alfalfa field. And this is what I'll use to sustain my sheep. Going forward, I'll be able to add alfalfa into this and get them up to the coveted 100%. As of right now, all I have is hay. And because all I have is hay, that means that I have no way of getting them up to 100% on their productivity. You can see their health right now is at 69%. All I have is hay, and it'll only get that health up to 80%, which means they'll only be 80% productive. But to get them to 100%, I either have to put in grass or alfalfa. It's one of those two that I can put in to get them to 100%. So right now, I'm just going to let them chug away on the hay, and eventually I'll get them some alfalfa and kind of go from there. And as you saw when I first came in, I'm also doing the cow pasture as well, and this is going to be grass as well. So we got 2 grass fields that are going to be up and running, as well as a alfalfa field, which will work out very nicely, I think. And you can see I'm trying to leave in the textures here where there's the kind of walking paths, and I'm going to have my own little fields here specifically for the non-walking paths. And I think that's going to kind of really look nice and keep these kind of three-dimensional textures from like the tracks here, the boot marks, the cow prints, the hoof prints, all that stuff. And it's going to make it look really nice, I think, in the end. without losing that level of detail that the map maker themselves put in. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. So I'm just going to pick this up right where I left off, and am going to just keep plowing away. So the reason that I decided to plow all this area out is, one, I've done. Oh, that's something I forgot to mention too. I have done tons and tons of work in the background. If you've noticed, we're up to $216,000. That's minus the purchase of this plow. I now own this plow, as well as the purchase of the weeder. Uh, I was almost up to 250,000. I have been doing tons of grass contracts, grass either turning into hay or silage, and now I've actually racked up so much product that one of my two bale storage facilities is full. It's just completely full. And I'll go ahead and show you as soon as I'm done with this portion here. The other one is more than half full. So I've got so much product, but it's only hay and silage. There's no grass. There's no way for me to get grass through contracts unless I were to start using some of my already owned product for the contracts, the ones I already have on hand, sending those out and then just creating the bales secondhand, kind of thing. But even still, I think that would create either hay or silage, because I can't collect in the contract otherwise. And I think all the product that was on the field would then disappear if I didn't collect it and bale it before it was completed, kind of thing. So I wanted to make these fields so I had access to grass, and then I can decide what to make from there, whether just leave it as straight grass or leave it as or turn it into hay or silage, or both. I mean, it's going to be completely up to me. And I am slipping. There we go. So it was just one of those kind of a thought of necessity at this point, because I don't have any fields that are grass fields. I have access to 4 fields that right now 2 of them have canola in them, and the other 2 I planted with soybeans in the previous episode. So I figured this was a lot of space that was just going to waste, because all the grass that you see in here is just decorative. There is no product. Now, there was some grass when you first walked into the gate, but it wasn't like any amount of significance, really. It was just, speckles here and there, just over on top of that little hill right there, just closer to the cow barn over in that direction. So I really wanted to have access to grass, and then I got to thinking, well, I could plow out this, I could plow out the where the sheep were, and I could plow out that little field next to my already existing canola field. Well, when I got to thinking about it even more, I decided that I could turn that that field next to canola into alfalfa, and that'll give me a kind of a let's turn that off. That'll give me kind of a good way of going forward with multiple different products and having access to multiple different products. But you'll see I'm running over here just to show you just how busy I've been. Look at all that. Before, I had this separated as square bales and round bales. I've got tons of round bales. This whole section here is full. 250 silage bales. 14 of them are the square bales at 6,000 liters, and 236 remaining of 3,500 liters round bales. Over here, I just have the 4,500 hay bales. I have 132 total. I have one partial bale that got partially sold, which is fine. But you figure that's full. This is more than half full. Yeah, I've been very, very busy. But yeah, that's kind of the thought process I had behind plowing out all these fields. I'm going to continue working on the area over here. And I think this is going to look really good when this is all said and done. Is kind of leaving these trails in here, and kind of leaving the little borders around there as well. That way it will give me like clear distinctions of where I can and can't go with the mowing. You can see that grass there all along that border there, that's grass that could have been harvested. But other than that, we can see here. Yeah, so you can see if I click, that's all grass that could be harvested and produce a product. But other than that, there's nothing much more I can do with it. It's such a little amount that it really just didn't seem to make sense to me to keep it around. And also didn't seem worth renting out a piece of equipment just to try and save what little product was there. So like I said, I'm just gonna keep working at this. And oh man, this is the kind of the negative side of having a two-wheel drive tractor, is you don't have enough grip to be able to grunt your way through when you are working on uneven terrain. For the most part, this works very, very well. And you know what? While I'm thinking of it, how about I show a little trick, whoops, with this particular plow. One thing this plow can do is you can actually hook it up from either direction. Now, there's one correct direction, and it was the way I had it hooked up before, but you can see now the tines are facing backwards. If I turn around and continue on my way, it recognizes the plow is still in the ground. It's still, doing work. Whoops. Let's back up. There we go. But now it basically ignores the fact that it is a plow with the restrictions that it has built into it. So the speed restrictions are now gone. It increases the speed up to 10 miles an hour, I think. So it's not quite like fast farming capable, but if you've got a situation like this where you need to be able to kind of get your way out of things, 11 is the peak. But you can see just how I'm kind of going along here. It still works. It's still recognizing the plow. It will not work with a worker if you try and hire somebody. But just kind of a FYI. I know this is kind of a cheaty way of doing things. It's not supposed to work, but it does. It's, within the game's logic. So let me go ahead and hook it up the right way, because I am trying to, be a good boy. Let's get turned around again. Oops. Okay, ignore that little bit. Ignore that little backup there. Oh, come on. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Peanut oil. Anything that'll be flammable. Anyways, from here, gonna go ahead and cut us out, finish doing this, and I will cut us back in as soon as this is all done. We'll see you in a while. Alright, so this area is all clear. Give you a quick look and see. I think that it's going to be really sharp. I think that when everything's said and done, when the grass starts to grow and it's all going to kind of blend in real nice, and going to be nice thick grass for the cows when I eventually do get them. But at this point now, I'm going to head back to the other side, this secondary field. I tell you, I love this feature right here, just going under the bridge right here. And then I think it's going to be about right here. There we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this, getting this side of the field done. This one should be a bit easier and not necessarily quicker, but should be able to kind of chug through it a little bit faster because there's going to be a lot less fine detail, quote unquote. You know, because there's not as many trails and stuff that I want to keep on this side. There's just the kind of dumping out over by the bridge. So as soon as that's all said and done, I'll cut us back in, and then we're gonna have to do some stone picking and some seeding and getting this all set and ready to go. Oh, that's something else I'm gonna have to do, is repurchase soil maps for this area too. That didn't occur to me. Oh, come on. Get some traction. You got this. I think I'm just gonna go around this side of the tree. There we go. Alright, like I said, I'll go ahead and cut us back in as soon as I'm done with this field. See y'all in a little while. Alright, getting ready to make my last couple of passes here. Oop. Push the wrong button. There we go. I'm gonna have to come back and get that one last little bit. Oh, missed that little patch. There we go. And one more. Perfect. All right, nice. That's going to be a nice big field right there. That should get a good amount of product there. Okay, and I've got this cool little trail that the cows can utilize. That'll be nice. Awesome. Let's go ahead and pop that open. Whoa. I might as well just leave that open for now. There's no sense in closing it back up. I meant to turn the other way. Alright, now I'm gonna try and get away with getting the big stone picker. I know I had a problem with that before, but I'm hopeful that it'll be okay. Well, you know what? No, I better not. I better just stick with the one I know worked on my previous field. So, yeah, I'm gonna just get the normal stone picker, the Scorpio. I will head up to the shop, grab that, and come back here in a little while. Oh man, look at that. That's gonna be very nice when that grows in. I am in a planting season for grass, aren't I? I'm pretty sure I am. Nope, nope. Where is the calendar? There it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Plenty of planting season. But yeah, I'll go ahead and cut us out here and cut us back as soon as I get the stone picker back. I will see y'all in a little while. Alright, so I'm almost up here to the shop, and the great thing about doing this is I'm going to have an extra opportunity to pick up more stones off the field, which I can then send to my lime production and get even more lime. So I'll be able to hopefully have enough lime already kind of pre-made to be able to take care of this field entirely. Won't have to worry about really doing much of anything in the ways of like purchasing any more lime. So that'll be nice. And then after I finish this, I'm gonna have to consider either leasing or purchasing a lime spreader, fertilizer spreader, as well as a seeder of some sort. Not 100% certain as to what I will do, but once I figure that out, I will, kind of go and take those actions. I'm kind of leaning towards, for the cedar at least, might be easier to find a cedar that is a topical cedar as opposed to an actual like in-ground cedar. And with it being grass, it can be topical. So I'm kind of kicking around that idea. I'll have to see if the inventory can support it or not. They're at the shop. They may have it, they may not. But we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. But I will cut us back in once I make it back to the farm and get to work. Alright, I'm back here at the farm. Gonna go ahead and start over here at the... Ooh, I left the gate open. Yeah, gonna start over here. Let's actually close it this time. Let's see, I should have 12 sheep. Let's hop up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there we go. Yep, got them. Alright. Thankfully they didn't wander off. Alright, so now... Watch out, little sheep. Run away. There we go. Put this down and get to picking these stones. Alright, so all done with the sheep barn over, or sheep pasture, I keep calling it barn. Sheep pasture over there. I am working on the alfalfa pasture, what's going to be the, words are hard today. Working on the alfalfa field, getting that all up and running, and then gonna turn my attention to the cow pasture over there. And so far, I'm actually getting a fairly decent amount of stones, even though they're all the small stones, so it doesn't account for a ton of volume. In the end, it's actually going to be, you know, a decent amount, I think. So just going to keep plotting along here and... Okay. Yep, just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I will cut us back in as soon as I'm done. See you in a while. Alright, getting ready for my last pass here. Drop this down. So far, a little over 500 liters of stones. With the processing, that'll go over 1,000, but that doesn't include what I have over in the next field. And actually, while I'm thinking of it, let's go ahead and purchase the soil maps. Let's just get that all out of the way. Why is there a spot that's... I just see one little speckle. Well, I guess it's going to stay there then. Alright, put that up. Now, soil map. Let's see. Oh, can I not? Can I not? Oh, it helps if I'm actually... No, still... Huh. Maybe I can purchase it later or something, I don't know. Here's hoping. I'll kind of be bummed if I can't purchase a soil map for this. Oh, you know what? I might have to use the manual device. Yeah, that's probably what I'll have to do. Oh, well, I mean, if that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. But I'll figure it out. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, I gotta close that gate without me in the way. There we go. Alright. Here it goes. Alright. I'll cut us back in once all this is done. This is going to take me a while. Alright, so we're getting ready to make our last pass. Maybe 2 more. And, whew, man, this has been lot of stone picking. I actually got quite a bit more than I thought I was going to. I got a full load plus what I've got here. That's gonna give me a good amount of stones. So essentially, I'm gonna be, or I'm sorry, a good amount of lime, because I'm essentially gonna double what I get. So right now, about 2,400 plus 1 more pass. Let's see. Okay, is it, now let's take a look. Oh, got a little bit of stone I missed up here in the corner. There we go. Ooh. 2406. That's a whopper. Anyways. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is... I think I'm going to have a worker return the tractor and the stone picker to the shop. And then I'm going to drive the truck up to the store. Oh no, the lime... I'm getting words are real struggle today. Alright. 1. Take this tractor back to the store to get the stone picker and get the next piece of equipment I'm going to need. Then I'm going to have the truck, I'm going to drive it to the lime factory. I will get out to the main road where the worker will be able to figure it out from there. There we go. Okay, I think right there should be fine. And there we go. And there they go. And now I'm gonna hop in this truck here. Gonna go deliver this lime out to the lime factory. Ooh, man, it's really squatting. Stones weigh a lot. Cause that truck is really squatting. Holy smokes. Okay, let's get this up here. What I'm gonna need now is some sort of lime spreader. Well, lime and fertilizer spreader, because I'm gonna have to lime, then let's see, let me think. Lime, then seed, then fertilize, and go from there. So, yeah, I've got a few more steps to do before all these fields are taken care of. But I did call the shop just a little while ago, and they tell me that they do have a topical spreader that I could lease from them. Whoa, 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 squirrely. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I think I'm going to lease that topical spreader, and that way I can Oh, we're going around. There we go. And that way we can just go ahead and kind of just do a mass seeding and should be able to get good coverage with the amount of seed that we put down in comparison to trying to drive around with a actual seed, like a direct drill or some kind of seeder like that kind of style. I think this will work out a little bit better using the kind of mass spread. We'll see how it works. But make our way through town here. And then the factory is just up here. I think on the way back I might get some gas too, because it'd be a good thing just to keep things all topped off and ready to go. Let's see. I believe that's my field of canola right there, so here soon that should be ready. I'm thinking next month that'll be ready, actually. Alright, now turn. So this will give me an extra almost 40, almost 5,000, yeah, about $5,000. $5,000. 5,000 liters of lime. So that'll be nice. And let's turn that on. That's gonna chug away. So, yeah, gonna have a good, good amount of lime to deal with. Alright, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drive this up to the shop, and then I'll have a worker take the truck back to the farm. Once the truck's back to the farm, then I can get the equipment that I'm going to need for the next step of the planting for my fields. Ooh, no, wait. That just occurred to me that I'm going to need one of those, ooh, man, I'm glad I remembered that. I need one of those Iseria scouts to be able to get the proper soil types around the farm. So let me go ahead and grab one of those, and oh, nope, not there. Here, let's do this. Let's turn around. We'll have a worker take the truck back. All the way down here. There it goes. Alright, let's return this set of equipment and get what we're going to need. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, so I've got the Iseria Scout. I'm going to go ahead and take it up to the farm, and once I get it up there, I'm going to take a few soil samples, send them off to the lab, and hopefully get a quick turnaround as to what kind of soil compensation I have. Soil attributes? Question mark, because now words are really difficult and my brain is just over today. It's been a long day. I've been up since about 3:30 in the morning, had to run to the airport, and had to take family to the airport because of course they want to get on the earliest flight possible. It's all good, but anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out here and start getting some soil samples taken. See y'all in a little while. Alright, so I had the soil samples sent off to the lab. They did their thing. I'm gonna go ahead, I think I'm gonna park this right in here because this is just a specialty piece of equipment I'm only gonna use every once in a while. Alright, so from here I'm gonna need to go get my lime spreader, lime and fertilizer spreader. So I will cut us out here and bring you all back once we get back to the farm. See y'all in a bit. Alright, so as you can see, I'm here at the farm, just laying out some lime into these fields, getting them good to go, ready for planting. Let's see, final turn. It's the only thing about this particular lime spreader is it goes through lime so fast. It does carry a lot, but it just chugs through it. Okay, so I think what I can do is something like this. Boop. There we go. Looking good so far. Alright, this little section's done. And I'm out. Alright, well, gotta run back up to the lime shop and get some more. We'll see y'all in a while. Alright, all the new fields have been limed. Everything's looking good on this end. Gonna go ahead and empty out this fertilizer spreader, well, lime slash fertilizer spreader, and then I'm gonna go get the go get the seeder. Let's see, let's empty this right out here, and here, let's pull that in just a bit. Empty that there. Actually, probably wouldn't hurt to just go ahead and load up the fertilizer. Somewhere. No, is it not gonna recognize the trigger? Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay, we'll put this right here. Alright, let's go get the seeder and lay down some grass. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright, check it out. We have got the sheep pen here all seeded. Gonna have some nice fresh grass for them. Oh, I missed some right over there. Almost forgot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Now let's switch over to alfalfa. That's next. I'm just saving just because I'm not sure if this overwrites what's already planted. So just to be safe, because I've never used this before. No, okay. Looks like it's doing alright. Perfect. This is a nice way to seed. You can see I can move pretty quickly with this thing. I'm actually surprised at how fast this thing lets me go. But I mean, because it's throwing the seeds instead of actually planting them, you can go quite a bit faster. Oh no 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 no. Oh man, let's not destroy our crops. Let's not do that. Got a little overzealous there. Okay, I think that's everything covered. Let's see. Yep, perfect. Let's get that back onto grass. And really, I haven't used up that much seed for the amount of area I've covered. I'm okay with that. Man, I really like this. I'm gonna have to remember this. I wonder if I'm going to be able to make it all the way through these fields with just one tank. With one 800-liter hopper full. I don't think so. I'm going to guess no. Alrighty. I might have some more seeds here at the farm. I'm not 100% certain, but let's go check out the silo just real quick, because I'd hate to go all the way back up at the store if I've got some here. And it's not going to require that much more. I am really impressed with this piece of equipment. This throw seeder that I have here used up only 800 liters of seeds and has left me with essentially 3 full-size fields just completely seeded and done. Like I'm so impressed with that volume. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, there we go. Nice. I had seeds, so I'm going to have plenty to be able to take care of that field. Awesome. Yes, I am so happy about this. Look at this. This is going to be a nice chunk of field to be able to do all my grass work and alfalfa up on the top of the hill over there. Like, this is going to be really nice when it's all said and done. And there we go. All done seeding. This seeder, I'm going to continue to say it. This thing is amazing. Just throws the seeds on top of the soil there, and then you're good to go. I'm just going to come back through with my fertilizer and get this up to the right nitrogen levels, and as soon as I'm good with that, then we'll probably end up calling this an episode. I am so thrilled with how well this tool here worked. Amazing, amazing. Let's see, let's go ahead and set this right over here. And it's super cheap too. Like, it's only like $5,000 or $6,000 for that. Like, not too bad not too bad whatsoever. Oh, hey, I've got 2 crates of melons. That's cool. I have to come by later and go and sell those. Let's see. Okay, we'll start in here. Now, I do have animal safe fertilizer here, so should be good to go. I spent a little bit extra money for it, but oh, come on, there we go. Okay. Sheep pen is all taken care of. Now let's take care of the alfalfa. Ooh, man, I am churning through this. There we go. Perfect. And now, one final area and I'll be good to go. There we go. Behind the barn is good. Come down into the valley. Alright, upper half is finished. Now it's time for the lower. And there we go. It is all done. We've got the upper valley, got the lower valley, upper ridge here, the lower valley. This is, yes, this is excellent. I am so happy about this. Put in quite a bit of time into it to get it all said and done, but in the end, it was worth every minute to get that done, because now we've got our own grass fields, our own alfalfa field. We'll be able to make alfalfa and alfalfa hay if we so choose. I mean, so far it's turning out to be a really, really productive episode. I am so stoked. Empty all this out. Whew, and I've got a lot to load into the silo, but I think that is going to be the end of this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.